All right. Hopefully the lecture was informative for you regarding how to make an outline. Um, After you go through this exercise, and just as a reminder, with the assignments, make sure you email them to your mentors. I'll put an email out about this week, but treat your mentors with respect. They're doing this as representatives of the school, so treat them with the same respect as you would any other representative of the school. And meet with them when you say you will. Don't ignore them. And turn your assignments into them on time. So, getting back to outlines. Now you have some outlines after you've gone through this process. What do you do with them? What do you do with your outline for contracts? Do you read it over and over and over? Because really, this is the body of law you have to know. It seems like something you'll want to read a lot. Well, you'll certainly do some reading of it, for no doubt. But it is not a document that you just read over, and over. The reason is that has been shown pedagogically to be a really lousy way of learning material. By rereading, your brain kind of shuts off. You can say, I know this information, it's not new, I'm not using it a new way. Brain will just say, hey, I'm out. I'll engage enough of my hardware to read and process this, but not enough to actually engage with it. And that's why rereading something isn't a terribly effective way of learning. You aren't engaging with it for the most part. It's a very good tool. It's a very good thing to do occasionally to remind yourself of what you have to engage with, but it in and of itself doesn't do that. So instead, you're going to use this outline in several different ways. And we'll get into this in later classes, but I wanted to give you a framework or just some ideas for that as, just something to chew on until we get to that other material. You can use an outline in forced recall exercises. And again, those are exercises where you start with a blank piece of paper and write out the rule to X, whatever the cause of action is, whatever the definition is that you are trying to recall. You start with a blank piece of paper and write it out. What do you check it against? Your outline. That is now, because of the work you put in, a definitive source of information regarding the body of law that you need to know for this class. So you should feel confident, and you should have done the work for that confidence to be appropriate, that your outline will have the information that you need in the right way. That's the goal. So you will be able to use it for those forced recall exercises that you'll be doing to memorize the rules. Secondly, you can use it to make flashcards for the same reason. Flashcards, again, are another tool that are very effective for forcing you to engage and recall without having a crutch there in the form of a whole document to check your recall. So flashcards are another great thing that you can use your outline to generate. Finally, for today, another way of using your outline is to check the rules or check aspects of your model answers or of your essay answers when you are practicing questions or hypotheticals. As you may recall, there are books out there, I said last week, of questions. And how do you assess how you did on that question after you practice it? Well, the book will have a model answer, of course, but you should also use your outline to make sure that you're capturing in your answer everything that's in the definitive source of the body of law you need to learn for that class, namely your outline. So it's a very good tool for checking rules. And of course, finally, if you can use your outline on an exam, that's the best reason to make an outline of your own and get very familiar with it by making flashcards, by using it to answer hypotheticals or test questions, not exam questions, or practice questions. Sorry. because if you get very familiar with it, your outline, and you can use it on your exam, wow, that just means you have a very well worn piece of information, document, outline that you are going to be very familiar with for the exam. So you'll be in a really good position the longer you work with that document. That's why we say start outlining early, outline early and often. So keep at it and keep up with your document, your outline. That will make your life much better come time for exams and exam prep. Okay? Have a good week. As always, email me questions and I'll go ahead and get an answer for them, those questions as I'm able. So let me know. Have a great week. Bye.